Hey everybody, Mowers and Blowers here again. So you guys remember from the Motherlode 2 pick, I got this Craftsman 13.5 horsepower riding mower running great, and all the problem was that the seat safety switch was messed up, you know, and that prevented it from getting any spark to the magneto to start the car, the mower. So after I bypassed that, this thing runs fantastic. Great little mower. I had sold the dethatcher and the spike aerator that came with this for 50 bucks. So 50 bucks, I got all three. I got the mower, I got the two attachments, and the bagger system, of course. So I sold those two for 100 bucks, and so basically I'm ahead of the game by 50. You know, I like it so much that it just kills me to sell it. So my mom lives in Queens, and she's got like these two little hills that, you know, with a push mower, even self-propelled, it's kind of a pain and to mow. Sometimes it's pretty difficult, especially on a really hot day, you know. I just imagine myself riding around with this and a nice cold drink. You know, she's got a decent backyard. It's always a pain to do that. Problem was that, you know, she has not much space on the left or right side of the passageways to get to the rear. So I might have to go fall some, you know, small bushes and trees and take out a couple of stumps and stuff and really clean up ivy to make a path so that I could actually go from the front of the house with this thing to the back of the house with this thing. But I can imagine myself next summer. It's, you know, mid-October already, so, you know, grass isn't growing as crazy as it was during the summer. And it's getting kind of chilly now, so I'm really basically setting this up for next summer. But you know, I got a day off today, got nothing to do, so loaded this baby up. I actually drove this thing up ramps. It was a little scary. I'm not going to do it getting down, because I could just see myself flying off. So we're going to go to Queens now with this stuff and show you the progress. See you guys later. Hey you guys, so now I'm in Queens and I'm at my mom's house. Down. So, it's like I can just drive through here to the back. Had this old pallet in the backyard. This fit right over that big step there, and then a gradual decrease down onto some boards. That ought to do it. That ought to get me over that hump. And then once I get over here, it'll fit right through this. And then I'll have access to the entire backyard to mow. Look at all these leaves already. So yeah, I've decided not to go through this side, because it's just, seriously, it was just too much trouble, because there's part of the foundation that's still here that is concrete steps and stuff, and seriously quite steep through all this brush. So, you know, you got that big corner there. How am I going to drive up this part here? You know, it's a lot of work to clear all this brush. Not to mention there is an old tree stump here that I'd have to clear too. So to get from here through there would be a lot of work, not to mention a pretty steep incline anyway. This is partially cleared already, but now it leads to the front. So this was why I needed a riding mower for this area, is because you probably can't tell from this view, but it's a pretty steep hill. It's a pain in my ass every time I mow the lawn with a push mower, even though it was rear wheel drive self-propelled. There's still quite a bit to, you know, I broke a sweat. Well, I don't want to break a sweat. Why should I break a sweat when I got several riding mowers, right, at my disposal? And you know, I didn't want to sell this, so I'll keep it over here at my mom's, so that I'll still own it, still get to use it, don't have to sell it. But then after I have that, now that I have this here, I'm not going to really need that. You're going to need that for the winter. And then of course I brought this over so I never have to rake leaves here, you know. But now that I have that with the bagger system, I might bring this and that home and sell them. And just have that for the winter and that for the summer. Anyway, that's my plan. We'll see how it goes. Well, it was a good run while it lasted. Thing ran great. I mean, it's now trashed. I mean, it's now so dirty. But so I was running over a bunch of areas where we used to have construction, and so I ran into a nail, obviously. So I took the wheel off, gonna take it home and repair it. But before that happened, mowed the lawn, and a lot of stuff that came out of it. So this worked out pretty good. Pallet, a couple of planks, made it through the area no problem. Some more. And we cleared out quite a lot of brush, you know. Things look pretty good. Yard's starting to look much bigger now. I was just taking a bunch of passes at this area here. As you can see, it was all out to about there, the ivy. So I just back and forth, started to slowly clear it. So it had a lot of wood planks that I just picked out from here and threw it over there. It's all rotted out, it's all wet. So it's all soft, so it won't hurt my blades. But I had a couple of boards here that had nails in it. So as I was running over it, I couldn't really move very well. I looked down and sure enough, there was a nail sticking out of the tire. So, you know, no big deal. Those tires are easily removable and just throw a plug in there, no problem. But, yeah, just got to clear up the yard is all. When that ivy grows, man, that gets out of control. So you just got to control the ivy and make more real estate in your backyard. Anyway, that was a project of the day. Hope I don't get poison ivy. See you guys later on Mowers and Blowers.